Productivity and Innovation Credit, PIC, and the Skills Future movement were all designed for specific economic and social objectives. For businesses, especially SMEs, the PIC provides funding support so that they can become more productive and hence more profitable over time. Through the WCS, the government supports businesses by sharing in sustainable wage growth for workers, especially for our lower and middle-income workers. As for Skills Future, this is a national movement to empower individuals to take charge of their own learning and adapt to a changing world. Mr. Patrick Tay asked about the wage credit scheme. A total of more than 4.7 billion in wage credit payouts has been given out to employers from 2014 to 2017, and this includes the recent payout in 2017, where more than 0.6 billion of wage credit payouts were made to over 85,000 employers. Over this same period, which is from 2014 to 2017, IRS denied or clawed back 5.57 million of WCS payouts. IRS found a total of over 1,000 cases where employers either gave false information or contrived to fraudulently obtain payouts that they did not qualify for, or which were otherwise non-compliant. The vast majority of these payouts were denied upfront, with the remainder being clawed back by IRS largely within a year. These figures cover cases of attempted fraud which IRS detected and acted against over the 4-year period. I think the media had reported the figures recently, but they were not a recent phenomenon. So the 1,000 cases were all acted upon over the entire period of the wage credit scheme since it started. But IRS recently published these figures to caution employers against attempts to abuse or game the system. Mr. Patrick Tay and Mr. Pritam Singh asked how government agencies go about investigating fraudulent claims. The Minister for Higher Education and Skills has just covered Skills Future, and so I will touch on WCS and PIC. Essentially, IRS uses a risk-based approach to safeguard against abuse. And this methodology is used for all IRS programs, including WCS and PIC. All potential WCS payouts and PIC applications are first checked upfront against a set of predetermined criteria for signs that indicate possible gaming. And this is complemented by the use of analytics, field intelligence, and other sources of information, including a whistleblower program. Cases that are assessed to be of a higher risk profile, say claim amounts that are not commensurate with the scale of the business, are subject to more detailed investigation. For WCS, this may entail examination of supporting documents like pay slips and bank statements, and conducting phone interviews to verify the authenticity and the accuracy of the submitted wage increases. For PIC, this may entail examination of transaction details and verification of documents such as suppliers, invoices, and payment evidences. IRS may also conduct field visits to understand the applicant's business, for example, how the PIC equipment is used in the business. IRS will continue to take strict enforcement and legal actions against those who abuse the schemes. This includes disqualifying offenders from other government schemes and taking legal action against such offenders. Offenders can be charged under the Penal Code or the Income Tax Act for abusing the schemes. And to date, IRS has prosecuted 13 cases for fraud under the PIC scheme and 1 case under WCS. More generally, MOF undertakes periodic reviews of government schemes to ensure that they are relevant and achieve the purposes that they are designed for. Programs which continue to serve their purpose will be retained. Others which are intended to be time-limited will be terminated at their end date. Yet others may be continued with revised criteria based on the actual experience of running the schemes and an assessment of the scheme's overall effectiveness, which includes a weighing of the scheme's benefits against its administrative costs.
Mr. Pritam Singh.
I'd like to thank the Minister of Finance for his reply. I refer to the latest Estimates Committee report where it was made known that about 313,000 PIC cash payouts have been submitted over the years, and 98,000, almost 1/3 of them, were selected for review, and out of that number, 64% of the claims were rejected up front. The reply from MOF to the Estimates Committee also stated that for the remaining 215,000 PIC claims, I quote, they may be selected for review based on other factors. Is there any other additional factors that the ministry or IRA specifically considers for claims which fall outside their usual risk-based approach, because from the reading of MOF's reply to the Estimates Committee, it appears that more review is going to be done for claims which were not originally audited. Thank you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, as I mentioned earlier, IRAS takes a risk-based approach. Taking a risk-based approach means not 100% sampling, and as Mr. Ong earlier mentioned, doing 100% checks is going to be counterproductive to a large extent because it will entail a large bureaucratic process. So taking a risk-based approach means sampling according to risk. And when IRAS says that it has done audits for 98,000, then it is already identified these as the higher risk and then identified the cases and done detailed audits for them. To the extent that there are cases with lower risk, then the sampling will be lower as well.